This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news forecasters tonight tracking the tropics. We are now in the peak of the 2016 Atlantic hurricane season, and forecasters are busy watching several systems. Tonight, we take a look at the system that is expected to impact the northern islands later this week. Sabrina Brown has our top story.
As forecasters continue to monitor Gaston and Fiona, these systems are not expected to pose any threat to the Bahamas. However, there is a tropical wave that meteorologist Trinard Tynes says they are watching closely.
That system is a few hundred miles to the east of the Les Antilles right now. We are anticipating this system to be affecting the Bahama chain, reaching into the southeast Bahamas probably in a day or so, and for us on the weekend. That's on Sunday, early Sunday through Sunday into Monday.
Tynes explains the models associated with this system.
Let's say it takes them more through the Cuba, between Cuba and us, into the Florida Keys route. We will get more shower activity, thunderstorm activity. If it takes to the east of the Abacus, we'll probably get some wind and rain, and probably a little bit more surging on the north side for like rip currents, and for the east coast, any exposed areas with the east coast.
Weather officials are hoping that Tropical Storm Gaston puts a dent in this developing wave.
If Gaston gets close enough to the system, it should dampen its strength for us. The closer Gaston gets and the stronger Gaston gets, it's going to actually take away some of the energy that this other system is going to have.
There is also a frontal boundary approaching our area that could help to suppress this system, along with some other factors.
Interaction with Hispaniola and Cuba, interaction with shallow waters in the area of Andros, all these stuff will keep it dampened. Then you have the upper level winds that would probably give it some wind shear, will blow off the thunderstorm tops. We're hoping that those increase.
If this system reaches tropical storm status, it will be named Hermine. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Sabrina. Well, in the wake of this increased weather activity, local retailers say they are in a state of readiness as residents in the northern Bahamas remain on alert. Megan Shepard reports.
Some stores are stocked to capacity, and many of them are awaiting shipment of goods as residents prepare for the threat of any storm. Our ZNS News team visited a number of food stores in the Freeport area to hear from local shoppers and whether or not retailers are prepared to meet the local demand. Assistant Supervisor at Sawyer's Food Store, Tania Capron.
Every day we have a trailer coming in with vast amount of waters and canned goods that we distribute in the store. We have a lot of customers now coming in, purchasing cases of waters daily, and so we keep making sure that the store is always stocked with those items because we know this is the season and the time for storms.
Year after year, officials have urged residents to get prepared before and during the hurricane season. Now that 2 new storms have been named overnight, local food stores say they are fully stocked with your necessities.
People are concerned and they're just wondering if we have the stuff, and we do have them available at any store location. Propane tanks in stock, we have stoves that use butane tanks, we have sterners available, and we also just got stocked in on our canned goods.
Citizens are calling, asking about water. They want to know about our canned goods. They are calling. During the day we saw a few more, but as the storm get nearer, we think they would come in.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
And with the threat of any storm, residents in the largest community in the country are often on edge, as flooding at the Fishing Hole Road is always a concern. One local official says the government is moving to ensure that come the next hurricane season, a new bridge will be in place. John Davis-Roll reports.
For years during the hurricane season, this major thoroughfare leading in and out of West Grand Bahama, known as the Fishing Hole Road, has been a focal point. Flooding and high seas has oftentimes made this area impassable. The Fishing Hole Road is currently being transformed, paving the way for the construction of a multi-million-dollar bridge being undertaken by the government. With an update is the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville.
The Fishing Hole Road is moving, I think, at a relatively good rate. When you drive along it, you will see that we are constructing some of the vendor booths. We intend to do something very special in that area.
Minister Darville stated that the project remains on schedule and will soon enter another phase of its development.
As you drive across the Fishing Hole Road, you will see where Bahama Rock is doing all of the necessary blasting. But I want to let the residents of Grand Bahama know that we are constructing the various components for the bridge. Some aspect of the bridge components need to be constructed in the United States. That is going very well. And we believe we are on target for completion of the bridge before the end of January of next year.
Joan Davis Roll, ZNS Network News.
This breaking news into our newsroom. Our news team has just arrived from the scene of this island's latest homicide. Reports say a body of a male was discovered outside an apartment complex off Fawcett Lane. Here, Freeport senior reporter Megan Shepard, along with cameraman Quentin Gordon, just arrived from the scene where they got an interview with Assistant Superintendent of Police, Press Liaison Officer Teresita Pinder.
Police received information that there were gunshots heard here in the Fawcett Lane area and that a male was lying in the road. Officers quickly responded and they met a male here on Fawcett Lane with gunshot wounds about the body. At this point in time, we are at our early stages of investigation. Police are aggressively combing the area. Scenes of crime officers are on scene, and we are speaking with the public as to what is going on here, what may have happened, what they may have seen.
Now, the identity of the victim has not yet been released. The police are appealing for any information into this latest murder. Members of the public are asked to contact the Central Detective Unit at 911-919, or you may call your nearest police station.